Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's live stream AMA. I feel like my camera is blurry. There's always something. Today's a very exciting day. We have a major update being pushed out right now. So I know we don't usually do this, but we're switching it up. Okay. This is such a big update. It's going to take several hours. So we just thought we're going to close the game right at the start of the AMA because you guys are all distracted watching us anyways, right? And don't worry about energy. When you go into the game, there will be something there for you to pick up that will replenish your energy. So you're not missing out on anything. In fact, I'm actually going to show you so much about the, oh my gosh. Every time I sit in this particular spot of my apartment, people freak out about my ceiling. I swear, it just goes from like 1 level to 2. It's normal, I promise. Okay, don't distract me. Clearly today I'm super ADHD, so it's going to be chaotic. I'm going to show you so much about the update. Please ask all your questions too. We are here to leak everything because before you know it, the game will be back up in a few hours and you're going to see everything anyways. So let's bring up Luke.
Hey everybody, excited for the big update today. The team's been working on it for a very long time. And yeah, I think it adds a lot of flavor to the gameplay. So yeah, when it comes to general structural updates of pixels, expect more stuff like this to come out on a pretty regular and consistent cadence. And also expect some bigger swings coming soon too. This animal care update is huge though. I'm very proud of the team, what they're able to do here. And yeah, this update's really for the players. Like we wanted to give you guys, more content, like new ways to play the game and to keep things a little bit more fresh. And yeah, as we're starting to release some bigger initiatives that we've been working on as well, like Stacked, like our new app Chupkins. Yeah, keep expecting consistent updates on Pixels. The team's been doing a great job. I'm super excited to show you guys what this update is because they've been putting a ton of work into it.
Yeah, should we just dive in? I was just I'm on an internal environment. What I'm about to show you is on an internal environment and gonna have to kind of hop through some things here to try to show you all of it at once because obviously it doesn't take 1 hour to play this whole game loop. There's so much that goes into it. But I was literally just choosing what avatar I wanted to use to show you guys the update. So that's where we're at. Should we just go? Let's go with a classic. Well, I guess my hot dog is even more of a classic than the tomato. But yeah, we're gonna dive right in. There's one quick thing that I wanted to double check. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. All right. So I have set up a bunch of lands with a bunch of different things on them, but I'm just going to go to one land that is, I want to say semi-normal, and these are, I am going to be demoing on NFT lands. Of course, this game loop is playable on specs also, but just need more space, So we're going to demo on NFT lands. And so this is the big animal care update. Long time coming. I say this probably every AMA, but team has been working on a huge update that has so many different components, and a lot of it is centered around this particular piece of this update. And this particular piece is enormous. It is so big. It's really funny sometimes when we look at like the back end of these updates and see how big the migration files and whatnot are compared to other ones. This one's probably technically bigger than the chapter 3 migration, but that doesn't mean it's any smaller. It's hectic over here, okay? But this is going to be so much fun, and the art is so good. Okay, without further ado, we'll come in here. I do have a few legacy animals on this land. So if you guys, we'll just go stare at the duck so I don't keep you waiting. We've got the duck and the chicken here. So the coop does respect the NFT trait, of course. So this land does have a chicken coop on it. And then we have our legacy duck here. So I still have my notes from last week, so I'm going to go off of them again. I'm probably going to repeat myself a little bit, but if you have any questions, throw them in the YouTube live chat, Twitter live chat. but there are 4 new types of animals in the game. We have pigs, goats, ducks, and dragons. We have existing animals, of course. We have our cows, turkeys, sheep, slugs, chickens, and bees. Now, those are all being respected, but with a big art update, right? So the chicken coop finally is getting an art update. I personally, the chicken coop art has always just bothered me. The perspective is off. So this one is so much cuter and so much more fun. So all of the existing animals will become legacy animals and they will get a huge art update. Just wait till you see the apiary because it is so funny. It's so cute. I love it so much. All of these animals, these gigantic ones, are legacy animals. They are permanent. They drop resources, and then, of course, they drop offspring eggs, which is really your goal when you're working with these animals. You really want to get an offspring egg because that's where baby animals come into play. And that is a lot of this game loop is actually with your baby animals. So we'll dive into that whole game loop right now, but I do just want to walk around this land a little bit more and show you a few more animals. I'm going to show you all of the animals and all of the babies. I set up a bunch of lands with all of the animals on them. We're leaking everything. So here's your cow. So, the cow to me is so funny. It's so cute. So it's your cow, your dragon. Now, I hope you guys are following our TikTok and Instagram because if you are, you've already seen this art because I leaked it yesterday, I think. So make sure you're following our social accounts because it's like, I don't know what it is. It's like so much more fun to leak things over there. I think it's because it's like on a story. It's only 24 hours versus Twitter is just like forever. But yeah, make sure you're following us there. And then look at the apiary. It's so cute. Yeah, I'm so excited to see. I know there's a couple lands that have a bunch of apiaries on them, so I think they're gonna look so funny next to each other, just like these gigantic bees. Okay, so let's dive in. Each pet, legacy pet, it requires like a specific type of food. There are some that have crossovers with each other, but you need to feed them to get your resources and then also hopefully score an offspring. So this one here needs Alchemics. So let's look here. I know I have a bunch here. There you go. That one. Ah, of course, we are in our internal environment. I have to go fix that. Luke, do you mind yapping for a minute here? And I'm gonna go fix my levels so that I can properly demo.
Okay, yeah, 1 second. So
My
yeah,
bad.
Heidi's gonna go through the animal care update. Yeah, but in the meantime, I can maybe give you guys an update
Wait,
on.
I've already done it. Hold on. It's so fast. I had it open.
Okay.
We're
Well,
good.
yeah, we'll go through
It's
some
diverted.
we'll go through some like, other side of things towards the end of the AMA as well today.
Okay. All right. We're fast. We're fast with things. All right. I should have animal care level 100 now. Look at me go. We shouldn't have any problems. Okay. Alchemics. Let's feed our duck here and hopefully I get some good stuff. So I'm going to use a lot of Quicksilver also in this demo because like I said, this game loop takes time. Obviously it's not instant. So we're going to just speed that up. Perfect. So to collect from your animals, you need a gathering satchel. So I think I have one here that is almost dead. It, functions like a tool. So does the food. The food kind of functions in a similar way as tools do in that you use them up over time. So you can see this one has like a health score, you can call it, but basically I can use it 20 times. So same with my satchel here, which is almost dead. So it has 100 uses and I have 11 left. I might have to go pick up another one. But we have to use our satchel to collect our resources from the legacy animals. Now, you can pick up the satchel in the pet store before someone asks. It's in the pet store. Your first one you purchase in coins, and then the next ones are in buoy bucks. All right, and I almost swore, and I got poop. So it's great. It's really great. This is good first demo here. Let's check out my chicken. My chicken requires Pharma mix, I believe. There you go. And I'm gonna speed her up. Let's pray for me, guys. Let's see. I got an egg. All right, that's fine. I'll take it. Salt steam is better than a regular egg. Okay, we'll go up to the cows. So the cows want farm mix also. Let's go. I need to remember what the art looks like. Okay, let's speed her up. And I got milk. Not bad. It's not a turd. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, this one is Mystic Mix. I know that because it's pretty. Look at that. Okay, and we're gonna speed it up. Can I just buy like 1,000,000? Okay. All right, let's collect from, and I got poop. Good. It's kind of weird thinking of like a dry, I guess, okay. Anyways, let's go over to the B. And I don't know how to say that. Apimix? All right. Let's pray. Let's pray for an offspring. It's funny because I was playing this a lot, obviously, in playtesting and just internally, and then also for filming content for the release that you guys will all see soon. And for when I was filming, I was specifically trying so hard to capture the moment you get an offspring egg. And I was doing it with a pig initially. And I kid you not, I spent 30 minutes trying to get a damn offspring egg from this pig. And then I walked over to a slug and I got it in 2. So you never know. May the odds be with you, or what's that saying? Odds ever in your favor. Okay, I'll stop yapping. Let's try. Okay, I got wax. All right, those are all the legacy animals I have on this land. Of course, I can keep going. I have a bunch of Quicksilver that I can burn through, I guess. We can try this whole AMA. We're bound to get one. Oh my God! Stop. Let's go. Okay, I guess we're gonna hatch a dragon. That was not my plan because I wasn't sure if I was gonna get one. But we're gonna hatch a dragon. Here we go. Now, I'm not sure if I can actually hatch a dragon live because it takes a long time to hatch a dragon. But what we want to do is I actually sent myself a duck one offspring egg so that I can demo it also just in case I didn't get one. I can't believe I just got a dragon. I'm so excited. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to go pick up an incubator. So let's go back to Terravilla and we're going to go to the pet store so you can see also the satchel is in the store because I should probably go buy another one because mine is almost dead. How many uses do I have? 5. Yeah, we can go pick up another one. Hopefully I have enough blue bucks on this environment. I do. Okay, perfect. I'm going to buy one of those. And then we need to buy an incubator. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to that land. Okay. Okay, let's place down my incubator. Cute, perfect spot. All right, I'm actually going to use my duck because I have a baby duck that I can then show you, you know. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to show you regardless. So we're gonna let's do it. We won the dragon egg. We're gonna use it. Look at how pretty the egg art is. Okay, so I need incubative potions for this, which I do have in my inventory. There are 4 tiers of potions. I have them written down somewhere. Maybe I don't. But anyways, you need the potions to hatch your offspring egg. And these will determine the traits and the like the quality of the drops and the longevity of the offspring baby animals staying on your farm. Because after a while, baby animals will mature and go off to their forever homes, abandoning you. So these potions do matter. Now, it's not as predictable as, like the NFT pets. You can't just know exactly what to put in and you'll get the same thing every time. There are some odds to it. But obviously, the better the potion, the better, hopefully, the better the offspring. So we put one in, and then I think we have to wait. There you go, 24 hours. It's going to take a while before we can actually hatch this baby dragon. But let me show you. Let me go. I should have done this earlier. Let's go back to the pet shop just so you guys know about these potions. So the potion table has been updated. You can still craft the NFT pet potions there, but you also craft the incubative potions. So to trigger which one you're going to start crafting, you need to place either a pet treat for the NFT pet or salt, and salt will kick off making your incubative potion. So you can see it says it right there. Start with salt to create incubative potion and start with a pet treat for a pet. Do I have salt? I do. There we go. So you can see it start. I don't think I have anything. Does it take poop? Oh, it takes poop. Do you think that'll be a good one? Does it take eggs? No. Milk? No. Pig milk? These are resources you get from your animals. Okay, wax? No. What about another egg? That would be crazy. Okay, anyways, oh, it's ready to collect. What do we think we got? I think I probably got the worst one ever. I got a basic run. Yeah, that tracks. Okay, anyways, so that's how you get your incubative potions, through the potions table. I think there are a couple potion tables out and about, but you can always just come to the pet store and use that one. Okay, so let me just go through my notes here and make sure I've covered most of it. So, and then I can show you guys more art. So yeah, you feed the legacy pets to hopefully get your offspring egg, get your incubator, incubative potions, hatch and raise your baby animals, and then collect resources from them until they decide to move on. You need your satchel. Don't forget that one. And then, oh, there is one important thing that we skipped here. How do you feed your pets? Obviously, I had them all in my inventory already, but you can craft pet food in, I was going to say 2 places, but mostly here, and then a couple of them still take the choco sauce, which if you're familiar with is like the bottles, and you fill it with chocolate sauce at the chocolate fountains. I have one on my land. And then you feed them. I think that's the pig and sheep's. But all of the other ones have the specific ones down here. Remember, we have the Pharma Mix, Happy Mix. There's our choco sauce, which I'm already out of. Alchemic, Mystic Mix. And so you can craft those at, this is formally called the recycler. So this hover must be updated, team, if you're listening. It's now called the composter. And you can see in here, you can craft your Mystic Mix and all of the other ones for feeding the animals. Pearly Swirl, Sunbloom. Yeah. This one's more basic. Cool. Yeah. So that's where you craft your animals' food. This is a massive, massive update. There are 155 new recipes and 94 recipes being updated. So it's like 250 recipes, basically. I think there's 2 new quests, and then a few quests were updated just for, game loop updates. And then there is a new industry also. There's the Alchemic Forge. So let's go back to that land because I did put one down. There are 4 tiers of the forge. I think I put the top tier one on this land, but I can show you. And then we need to look at all of the art because that's all that matters, right? Is the art. So let's go back to that land. Okay. I still can't believe I got an egg that fast. I'm so excited. I had a dragon egg. Okay, here's your forge. This is the tier 4, so it's the prettiest one. I think the first one looks a little trashed, but you know, we work for it. We level it up. And then there's a bunch of really cool. This title needs to be updated. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in here that it's like all of those. It's kind of like things that are bonus, if that makes sense. Like you want a farming yield boost, okay, this is how you craft it. And then, you know, if you're familiar with the yield boost, say like last a certain amount of time or whatever, animal care boosts, stone shaping boosts, like those sorts of things. So now you can craft them all in here. So it's pretty cool, pretty exciting, a really fun industry. Not like it's like one of those industries that's not a requirement. Like you really don't need this, but like amazing. You want this, you know, you want this. So without further ado, let's go land hopping because I think I put down every kind of animal, like one per land. So we're going to do a lot of land hopping right now. All right, here are your babies. So if you hatch an offspring pig, here's what they'll look like. Remember I said that the different potions you use to hatch your egg will determine the traits of your offspring or baby animal, and of course the quality of it and whatnot, and what it looks like. So, I mean, I think the pink one's the cutest, but I feel like that might be the tier 1. I don't know. Anyways, this is the pig. They're so cute. I love them so much. It's so funny because I know I've been like leaking the art a little bit this week, and everyone's been debating over which one's the best. I think the dragon seems to be a fan favorite. It's not my favorite one. So we'll see if that changes. Here are the slugs that kind of look like snails, but that doesn't matter. Okay. They're so cute. I'm obsessed with the rainbow one because look at that shell. I should zoom in more. There we go. Probably should have done this the whole time. I'm so sorry. Look at how cute it is. I love the pink one, of course.
Super cute.
They're so cute. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, I think the turkeys are absolutely hilarious because what is that? Especially like the teal one. I like the pixels colored one. I love the rainbow one though. I shared a picture of this on Instagram, I think, and someone said it was like a peacock. I'm like,
Yeah, I feel like it's a
you're not
peacock
wrong.
posing as a turkey.
You're not wrong. Look at those eyes. There's not a lot going on. There's not a lot going on there. Okay. So it could be an imposter. We don't know. Anyways, I love it. They're so funny looking. Okay. Next one. Okay. Here's the sheep. I'm obsessed with the sheep. And this is what caused all of the chaos last week because people thought it was a pet. And now I really wish it were because look at how cute that is. The rainbow one, the pink one's adorable too. I think I'm impartial to either the rainbow or the pink, and that makes a lot of sense. Look at how cute those are. All right, let's move on. And we have the goats. Look at the rainbow goat. That is the cutest thing ever. Actually, I kind of love the yellow orange one too. But yeah, here's the little goat hutch.
Yeah, shout out to the pixel artist too. These are all still like
Amazing.
drawn by hand with pixel art.
Yeah,
Yeah, props to them. These came out so well.
they're incredible. Although the eyes of that goat are kind of staring into your soul. So, all right. And look at the bees. They're so adorable. I kind of love the OG bee color, just the yellow, the classic. I think it's so cute. Obviously, I think the bees could be my favorite. They're so adorable. The bees and the sheep. I think, oh, the slugs are really cute too. Guys, they just can't choose. I can't choose. Someone the other day was like, which one are you going for? I'm like, look at them. I don't know. Okay. Also, my animal care level is appalling. So I need to level up quickly somehow with the forge. There you go. Look at the rainbow cow. That is the cutest thing ever. The little like red circle around its eye. Okay, that's the one I want. Actually, oh gosh, I want them all. Anyways, this is the little cow in its barn. Okay. I think there are two more. I've not been keeping track of what we've seen and what we haven't. So we'll see. Here are the chickens. Look at they're so cute. The pink one. Yeah. So the coop, like I said, it's the NFT trait. So this will be on all lands that have coops, and you can get the little chickens from it. They're so adorable. I really love the pink one. Or the yellow one's really cute too. I think this is the only one where I think the pink and the yellow are cuter than the rainbow. Okay, what haven't we seen yet? We haven't seen the dragon. Is that it? Oh, ducks. Of course. Look at that duck. The yellow is so freaking cute. And I love the like pond. I love the duck. This is also a huge favorite of mine. I like how unique this one is. Like all of the other animals are like in their little hutch or like in their little enclosure, and the duck's just like, I have a whole pond to myself. Okay. Last one. What is this? How old is that? Okay. And the dragons. So I think I shared these two dragons somewhere, and everyone was saying those are your favorite. So now I'm curious, what is your favorite? Now that you've seen all of them, which one's your favorite? We've seen all of them, right? I think. I'll go to the next land just to make sure. But yeah, dragon's so cool. I like the green one, I think, the most. It's very cute. I think that's it though. Did I miss any? There's so many. I can't keep track. Okay, no, just some really poor. That's not working. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the mainland here. I'm not gonna walk though, because that'll just drive me mad. We're gonna go back and through the infinite portal because I'm lazy. All right. We're back. We're back home. Oh, wait. Wait, I might be able to hatch it. Hold on. Quicksilver works. But I have to buy it all. Oh my gosh. Didn't I just do that? Yes. I'm moving too fast. Because I bought so much Quicksilver in 1 second. Okay, I want the notifications to go away. Why is this not working? Oh, because I ran out of pixel. Okay, 1 sec. No, I'm gonna send myself Quicksilver. We need to see this hatch. We're doing this together. Okay. That better be enough. Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are we ready? Oh, I still need to add. S'mores. That's so cute. Look
That is
at him.
adorable. Oh my gosh.
We got the green one, which is my favorite colored one. Okay, I'm so happy. And then we can start feeding our baby dragon, guys. Start collecting resources. Where's my mystic mix? Here we go. Look at him eat. Ah, it's so freaking cute. Okay, and I just bought so much Quicksilver so we can see what he gave me. Where's my gathering satchel? Gave me a dragon scale. How cute is that? Adorable. Okay, I have not looked at any questions or comments or anything. I see you've starred. Sorry, but the bees look dumb. Excuse me. This is the first comment I've seen. I'm offended. Okay.
I starred a bunch of questions.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I'm so excited. Me too, if you couldn't tell. Okay. Okay, housekeeping. Yes, there was a bug. It was a mess. We've taken care of it. Go chat with support if you still have this issue. Okay. So Moo Munch specifically, I need to touch base on that recipe. I assume maybe the recipe's been updated. Let me ask specifically about Moo Munch because that's a good one. All right. All right, most lands that have cows, turkeys, sheep have started closing their gates. Will there be any in Terravilla? So from what I know, the industries that are already in Terravilla are the ones that will be staying. So like the apiary, is there still a hutch there? There is. Yeah, so stuff like that, those ones will stay. And then the other ones, I don't believe there will be ones added to Terravilla. However, there are more legacy animals becoming available. So I believe there will only ever be in the history of Pixels, the entire future of Pixels, there will only ever be 300 legacy animals per type. So there will only ever be 300 cows or 300 legacy ducks. Apiaries will, of course, stay at 100 because that's what we promised from the start. So that's not changing. I think to start, there's only, a handful of legacy animals out and about. There will be some available in the Seaside stash, I think. It could be, there will be some available on launch. Not all of them. And we will slowly release them over time. So I don't think you need to be too concerned. It should, over time especially, play out. If landowners want to close their lands, that's their decision. However, they're going to be missing out on a lot of surplus because surplus is getting an update, big update. And I also believe that if you are using industries on your own land, you don't get surplus from yourself. So they won't be getting surplus. So it's kind of detriment to them if they want to do that, but of course they can if they want. Yes, so up your level because you get better stuff, just similarly to other industries. Turns out you can. I didn't know. We found out together. How about chicken milk? I don't know if chicken milk is a thing. Here's the thing about this update. It is so big that I honestly, like usually when I'm demoing these updates, I know every single thing. Like I know ins and outs. I know every item. I've like looked through all of the recipes because there'll be like 5 or 6. There are like 100 and, oh no, wait, was it 250 new recipes and updated recipes from this? Like I don't even know. So it's going to take all of us coming together and just diving in to really know what are all of the resources, what are all of the recipes, what are all of the new items, what are all of, the pets. Like there's so much going on here. So we'll find out together. But I do know there's pig milk because like I said, I spent 30 minutes trying to get a video of the pig offspring and I didn't get it. And then I walked over to the slug and got it immediately. So you never know. Where is turkey and sheep? Oh, I already showed you that. This is old. We're milking pigs now, apparently. I don't know, apparently. Lots of recipes and cross pollination. So, like I said, I haven't been through every single recipe because I literally don't have time for that. So we'll find out together. But yeah, I assume so. Can I have my cookies back? Yes, yes. So once again, I've probably said this a few times in this AMA. I fully have something in my eye. I'm sorry, guys. There was an issue with the cookie quest, and if your cookies disappeared, you can absolutely get them back. Reach out to support, but we have fixed the issue, so it shouldn't be a problem anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm actually gonna have to pick my eye right now. Okay, I got it out. It was a hair. Okay, let's dive back in here. Yeah, so the baby animals can be placed on all land types, all and specs and whatnot. So you are good on your spec. The art is amazing. I know. And I honestly was just like really open and honest. I leaked, I think it was on like TikTok stories, that the reason there was a bit of delay was art. And someone, you know, landowner channel like to get a little snarky when we are delayed with things. And I was just like, you know what? Like, honestly, you know, it was a bit of art delay. And there's so much art in here. And Sophia trolling, get out of there. Yeah, there's just so much art, and they're incredible, and it just took a little bit longer than usual. And someone in landowner chat was like, shouldn't you know that? And I'm like, honestly, no, because it's usually design or tech that delays things, not art. But like I said, 155 new recipes. Can you imagine how many new items there are? Like it's insane. So in our content creator program, we always like to send them art assets for new updates so that they can use it in their videos or in their graphics, in their content, right? And I got sent the folder for all of the art. I'm like, I can't even send our content creators this because it's like such an enormous file. So anyways, art is amazing. They popped off, and I'm so glad. This update is amazing. Okay. Did you do the turkey? Look traumatized. I know. I honestly, as I just go off of the art, it's subjective. What are the traits of these baby animals? So when I say trait, it's not like an NFT trait where I can be like, this is this and this is this isn't. It's more just like a quality of your animal. You know, like what color is it going to be? Is it going to drop a lot of stuff? Is it going to drop really good stuff? How long is it going to stay with you, right? Because they do go away. They ditch you after a while once they mature. So that's what I mean by trait. It's not like an NFT trait where it's like written on chain. Okay. Big bacon choco sauce. Wait, I never thought of it like that. Stop. Hold on. I need to look at that art again. Oh gosh, what land was it on? I don't know. Let's see. Let's just delete this duck here. Oh my gosh, it definitely is. That is choco sauce. That's so funny. Okay, hold on. Someone asked this. Okay, Moo Munch. It exists and it will be used in the recipe for Pharmamix. So earlier, someone was asking about, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Someone was asking about what is happening to Moo Munch, because right now, obviously, you use Moo Munch to feed the cows. So it is part of the recipe for Pharmamix, which is what you use to feed cows now. Okay. Oh, so, okay, hold on. Sorry, my design team, they just reached out to me because earlier I said it's named the recycler. I think I mixed them up. Whatever. Okay, the thing in Terravilla that looks like a trash can, that's where you craft your food. Okay. Okay. And I just got verification on this. I know I said it earlier, but I wanted to triple check. So no, not every animal will be in Terravilla, just the ones that are already there. So we have our apiary and the sluggery. What else is there? Blanking. Is it just those two? Is the sluggery even there anymore? It was. Wow. For a place that I spend every single day, and you'd think I would have it like, but then I start to think of old Terravilla maps, and you guys should come and hang out with us. We've been hanging out on Discord chat recently and just getting up to no good in game, especially with the cookie hunt. Yesterday, I opened some portals to super old Pixels maps. We ended up like walking through the Tastemaker's kitchen and Terravilla Southwest and Northeast, and it was pretty fun. So you guys should come and hang out with us on Discord chat more often. Okay. So what do these little animals give us and what do we need to feed? So they take the same food. If you saw, I just fed my little beautiful baby dragon. I fed it my mystic mix, and then they drop resources. So I cannot tell you what you're going to get. We just walked around together and collected a bunch of poop and a bunch of other things. My pig the other day kept giving me pig milk and truffles. So you get lots of different things from the animals. I cannot list them all. I don't know them all. There's so many. And yeah, it's just like all a part of this game loop. So you want to it's concerning, honestly. I don't know if there's dragon milk. Yet we'll find out together. Art is awesome. Thank you. Why no pink dragon? Sophia, you have direct access to our artists, and I think you should abuse that right now and go and ask them that, because you are right. There should be a pink tier 5 pink dragon. Okay. One second. Okay, sorry. Designers are yelling at me because I said, which ones are in Terravilla? I don't remember anything. Coop, slugs, and bees. I forgot the coop. I'm so sorry. I know exactly where it is. I even put it there. Okay, one sec. Just double checking something here. Oh my gosh. Everyone broke after update. Well, what I know is I need to get more buoy bucks because I am lacking. Great update, amazing. How long before they mature? It's a good question. We're going to find out together once again, because it totally depends. It depends on the quality of the baby pet that you have. Okay. All right. This question here, I wanted specifics from the design team. So can you let us know the relevance of the different types of offsprings? So once again, just really depends on what quality of resource they're dropping and how long they're staying for and all of that. So do offsprings act the same as legacy, except that they drop, legacy produces eggs. So mostly. So there are 4 tiers of baby pets. You just saw all of the different colors there. And I think like tier 2, tier 3. Okay, hold on, wait. they gave me more information and finished it off by saying, "You're so chaotic." You know what? We're working together here. Okay, so specifically, tier 2 to tier 4 have 1 extra drop each. So tier 1 has the same as the adult legacy pet or animals, except of course offspring. So yes, similar. Okay, let me look down here. Animals are single use, yes. And yes, there are limits, which is why I had to show them across a bunch of different farms earlier. How many hours is this update? I don't know. Minimum 3, maximum 10. I hope it's around 3 to 4, but we just want to give ourselves some redundancy, right? Bob legacy animal. It'd be so ugly, guys. What even is Bob? Like, what is Bob? Okay. Casual players have a chance to get, I assume, the legacy animals. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Obviously, our top players, you know, they deserve to have a chance to get their hands on these legacy animals. So I think, you know, the ones that are straight up purchasable with Bully Bucks, they're of course going to go to our top players, but you know, it's well deserved. They've been around a long time. They've been working really hard for what what they have. So I think a lot of them will probably go to our more top players. Over time, we will release more and in various ways. So I can see maybe here and there being like a gotcha occasionally, something like that. I'm not sure what the plans are, but I think there will be some opportunities. But I'm not going to tell you that they're going to go to casual players because a lot of them, you know, this is a game loop, and the top players should be rewarded.
Yeah, these are very rare items, right? So, I mean, there's a chance as a casual player you might get one, but obviously, you know, the deeper you are in the game, the higher your odds of getting one
Yeah.
are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Terravilla be multi-use. Yeah, I believe so. I don't think that's changing. That wouldn't make sense. Okay, patch notes. Everything is coming upon release. We will be posting on, so Substack will have all of the information, the Pixels post. Make sure you're subscribed there. That's where like the source of truth will always be. We will, of course, post on X. We have a little release video coming out. So the release video will go on X, Twitter, TikTok. We're going to start posting on even YouTube and YouTube Shorts and Instagram and Telegram. And we will link all of those back to the Pixels post, source of truth, and Discord, of course. So it's going to be information everywhere. Now that is like the marketing version of the release, which will honestly be like a how to play guide. It'll have all the information you need. If you're one of those people that just wants like a list, there will be that also on the Pixels post. Because of how extremely large this update is, it's not going to be overly detailed, but it doesn't need to be. You're going to figure all of this out as you play. But like I said, everything will come out upon release. So 3 hours, maybe. We'll find out. All right. I think I answered that question. We have a Luke question. You ready?
Yeah. This is a fun update, but when will the team start raising the token price and increasing interest in the game? So, yeah, obviously, token price is an important part of the ecosystem when it comes to achieving the goals that the Pixel Foundation wants to achieve, which is growing the game, growing the ecosystem, growing interest, right? If the token and ecosystem is healthier, basically what that means is the Pixel Foundation and the Pixel ecosystem gets more real user acquisition power, right? So it's in the interest of the foundation to support the ecosystem in the long term, right? Now, how do we actually do that though? Like, how does token price, increase? Well, we actually need to create demand for the token through good gameplay, and we need interest in people wanting to hold and use the token more, right? So there's a few reasons why you might want to hold a token. One might be staking. If you want to basically have tokens to support the ecosystem, and stake to indicate your interest in future direction of the ecosystem, right? Um, Now, in order to have something that people might want to like vote with and actually stake, one, they need to care about the ecosystem, and two, there probably needs to be some kind of incentive to hold. Now, the best way to create incentives to hold is by creating, revenue streams through games in the ecosystem being good and generating revenue, right? Like basically, the Pixels Foundation and the team here has been completely focused on solving the issues of tokens from like the fundamental perspective, right? So short term, we knew we had to go out and do things that were just longer term bets, right? We were playing like the hype game for a little bit, right? Where we were chasing updates, getting them out quickly, and chasing metas a little bit, right? Like we did AI stuff, we did um, like a bunch of updates, and we're rushing out to chapter 2. The strategy is changing now. We're rather than focusing on like short term, like narrative hype and crypto interest, like we're trying to actually build a good solid foundation here. So what that means is updates like this to the game that make it better, improve the game, and get it on a track where it can start to grow and become profitable. That's why making the game fun, interesting, and also makes sense when it comes to the like foundations of the game with monetization and like growth potential is super important. That's why we're working on stuff like Stacked to basically build out a new way to give out earnings inside of the ecosystem in a sustainable way and still a very effective way. And that's why we're also building out new games like Chubkins that have a more like mass audience appeal and have been focused on the fundamentals as well. So when I say fundamentals, I mean like all of the Web2 growth fundamentals. And I saw a question saying like, why did Chubkins take 12 months to make? Well, to make a hit mobile game, it actually takes a long time. Monopoly Go took 4 to 7 years to make. And Monopoly Go is an extreme success. It made like $2 billion of revenue in 10 months, right? But again, if you ever played Monopoly Go, I don't think a lot of people here have. It doesn't look like a game that would take 4 to 7 years to make. It's not GTA, it's not Call of Duty, right? But mobile gaming is a little bit different of a space, and casual gaming is a different space. What you need to do in order to get a game to be successful there is you need to sit down and just hyper optimize. So you might have a game that works and is functional, is even kind of fun, in 6 to 12 months. But the next stage of actually making sure that all of the stats behind it are good, like your day 1 retention, your day 7, your day 30, your user acquisition is solid. That's the really, really important part. Now, the interesting thing is, our growth funnels for Chubkins actually looks incredibly good. We're getting a user acquisition cost or a CPI, like a cost per tutorial completion of just about $2, which is getting to be best in class, which is super exciting. So when that starts to go and we start to ship it, there should be a pretty decent flywheel there. At least all the signs are pointing towards that. We're on to something that will be successful with that, and we'll move all those strategies that we're working on with Chubkins into the core game as well. So yeah, we've learned a ton there as a like team foundation, and all of this. And yeah, that'll be powered by Stacked. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working on here. Like truthfully, short-term price action. I'm not even looking at the chart lately. I don't care because I know the only way to actually do this in the long term is to build something real, to build a foundation that can grow. And if we're not here building real products in crypto, like what are we doing, right? Like I have no interest in being in crypto in the long run if there's not anything real behind this, right? So we're going to try to do things the right way because I truthfully believe that's the only way to actually grow a crypto ecosystem and achieve the thing that we all want to achieve, right? The reality is crypto, especially crypto gaming, has not, achieved its full potential yet. And it's a hard, long path to do it. it's harder than normal mobile gaming, but the potential reward out there is even bigger. So we're working on it. We're working on it the right way. It's taking some time, but it just has to take some time.
No, sorry, I'm laughing at a quote. Yeah, the recycling bin. Okay. All right. Okay, wow, it's already been an hour. I'm gonna keep going for a bit. Are you good?
Yeah, this is another thing. When token burning mechanics, actually, Pixels is like bordering Roar's positive. If you look at net withdrawals, there's actually basically no new tokens being output from core Pixels anymore, right? Like the tokens basically being burned. Now the next part is how do we start to scale the month-on-month burn to combat like other emissions as well. But there is a lot of burn. There's more burn in Pixel relative than any other Web3 game right now. I can tell you that actually, especially across the Pixel ecosystem. There have been some recent successful launches when it comes to other games out there, but Pixel's Roars is like 10 times better than other competitors right now. Like even some of the more successful on paper launches, if you look at the output of rewards that they're giving out to the amount of spend in game, it's just it's part of the evolution. It takes a little bit of time to get there. Pixels actually has a very fortunate head start on all of this, and that's kind of the point of Stacked. We're going to start to share this tech with other teams as well too, for the benefit of the Pixel ecosystem as well.
Okay. There was a question I wanted to pull up. What animals can we keep in our spec? Any of them. Legacy ones work also. How do animals go from being babies to adults? So they don't. So baby animals will never become your big legacy animals. That doesn't happen. They just abandon you. And someone said, I'd rather deal with death than abandonment. Well, that's something you're just gonna have to work on with your therapist. I don't really know what to tell you. Okay. All right. A bunch of people asking about downtime. It's going to be a few more hours. What are the industry limits per land? I don't know, but they exist. We'll find out shortly. Offsprings and legacy animals, all pets are, gosh, I need to stop mixing them up. All animals are placeable on specs. The spec limit is much lower. That's all I can tell you with that. Oh my goodness, what's going on in this? So Nellie's locked up too. Oh my goodness. So I also semi-leaked something else that's coming. That's kind of insane. I semi-leaked it on, I think, Instagram and TikTok the other day, and I covered it with like a big fire emoji. And I said, can you guys guess what's coming? I'm not sure that I saw anyone guess it correctly, but if you look at the HUD, heads-up display, like the buttons and stuff in the corners, in the far right there's a new icon, and it's purple. What do you guys think it is? What do we think this new icon is? So when I leaked it on TikTok, hold on, I think I actually have the image. Oh my gosh, my phone just updated with that, like the new update, and I feel like I can't use my phone anymore. Like,
Okay, boomer.
all right, do you have the update, like with the new glass effect and everything?
Glass? Yeah.
I feel like stupid. I said access from anywhere. And there's a little, sorry, my nail polish is horrendous. Can you guys guess what's coming? So it is a VIP benefit. You're going to be able to access something from anywhere. See, no one is really guessing it because I feel like no one actually believes that we would do this. Everyone's like a leaderboard or merchant ships, or a lot of people said the marketplace. Those are all incorrect. You got it. Let's go. So VIPs will be able to access the task board from anywhere. There will be an energy cost to use it from anywhere. So keep that in mind. But isn't that wild? Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Just like that. Pretty cool. All right, there's your big leak today. You guys weren't expecting that one.
I was hoping
Um,
for
oh,
this one instead. It's a good idea though, the ability
you
to
know
summon a
what?
player.
You know what? Alricky is one of the most responsive people I work with. So I don't even need it. I just message him and he replies, unlike Luke. Um, whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. Uber Eats. Yeah. Bob Summon. It could have been that. Could have been that. Yeah. Let's go. All right. Luke, your hat's upside down.
Oh, my bad. How do I fix that?
Oh, what happens when I sleep? You don't sleep. Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? Okay. Just scrolling through here. I think we've covered a lot. Do you want to talk about that or should we? We're already way over.
We're way over. There's some interesting questions though.
Keep going.
Um,
We got time.
yeah, I mean, what I'll
Game is
say
down.
is, yeah, what I'll say is like we're also rethinking like major econ updates to pixels and what that might look like. Um, yeah, deeper integration of vpixel perhaps. Yeah, there's a lot there. What's the incentive for Stack to take profit and help the pixel ecosystem? Wouldn't it be just to take profit for itself? Yeah, what I'll say is Stack will likely have a legal agreement with the Pixel Foundation in exchange for getting some tokens to, go out and do its own user acquisition. Perhaps they'll have some element of profit sharing towards the Pixel Foundation. The Pixel Foundation then will be able to do what it sees fit with those tokens that it receives back or any other revenue it receives back. When will Stacked go live? Yeah, we've been debating the go-to-market strategy there. What I'll say is soon, and that's all I'll say right now. But yeah, I think people are pretty excited about Stacked, which is great. We're lining up some launch partners, so there'll be some fun incentives immediately when Stacked launches. I think it's actually a pretty important part of the launch. There'll be crypto integrations, there'll be Web2 integrations, and we'll likely give out early incentives to go and download it too. So I'm still working through what those mechanisms look like, but we want a hyped launch for Stacked, and we want people to know and hear about it. We want to reward people who are early. So keep paying attention to Stacked.
Anything else you want to go through?
Yeah, I think that's basically it.
Team member just messaged me telling me that I've been spelling or pronouncing something wrong the entire time. So it's incuvite potions. I don't know what I was saying. Incuvite? Incutive? Oh yeah. I don't think I was actually saying the word at all. Incuvite. You know, the dyslexic rumors may continue. We don't we don't know. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, so hang tight. Few more hours. I can't give you an exact time, unfortunately. But team is working real hard right now as we speak. And you will be able to collect some energy when you enter the games. Don't worry about that one. And really all I'm concerned about right now is how few Buoy Bucks I personally have. So That's a shame for me. But we will see you guys in game in a couple hours, and then we'll sing you. Sorry, I just sing for 2 hours. Luke, this is for you.
No.
No. Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.